years in a pyramid. Jesus Christ.
Was this plain-looking granite block so we're bringing one greater precision to the itself. Ancient Egyptians, pharaohs, as God. So now let's just stuff the one that we made a whole ass pyramid for into true dark. Narrow chambers, tiny shafts, and those stories are wall art commemorating their death.
I'm only seeing one tiny shaft in this from Philip, and it sure as fuck ain't. This is yet another argument where Philip says it can't be because I just don't think so. Mixes words in a very manipulative way here, as a lot of these conspiracy theorists do, as God. So why would they just stuff them in a tiny box? You know what the Great Pyramid is, right? You know that the box is part of it. It's a box inside of the Great fucking Pyramid, Philip. It's a little bigger than the box. You cannot tell me that the ancient Egyptians were gods and that isn't a godly burial. Are you actually insane? Like, dude. Oh my god. I really hope this is a bit. Like, I would be really disappointed if this is, like, a caricature that you're putting on, because, like, it's kind of sad that you have to just say things that are stupid in order to get clicks, because I know you don't have to do that, you're a good communicator, but, like, I don't want to believe that this is actually you as a person. Because, like, that's fucking goofy.
Here's what King Tut's do like, and King Ramses. Intricate art and masterfully designed, both of which were found in the Valley of Kings.
Yeah, because they were carved 1,000 years at the time in Egyptian history when they started to add carvings to the inside of tombs. They were also done underground so they could make the passages bigger, and also because they were underground, they didn't get stolen, they were harder to find. Jesus Christ, I know they say that men's prefrontal cortexes don't finish developing until they're, 23 or 4? But Philip looks like he's at least 28, maybe. But I don't know, maybe he's like 16 or something and just aged really badly.
And here's the tomb of the guy they dedicated the biggest structure in the world for. On the other hand, King Ramses had some of the most massive statues built in his name, weighing up to 1,000 tons. You see remnants that sprawled all throughout ancient Egypt. Meanwhile, the man who had the largest tomb in history has only one recovered statue we've ever found. It's 3 inches tall.
Okay, again, I'm not an Egyptologist, so what I'm going to do here is not talk like an authority figure in Egyptology. But what I am going to say, yet again, is that there's like 1,000-year time difference here. When did Ramses rule? Damn, Philip, there's fucking 1,300 years of difference here. Okay, Ramses ruled in... 1213 BCE, and the Great Pyramid was built in 2600 BC. These conspiracy theorists rely on, making arguments like this, because to them, we have all the puzzles. Ancient Egypt is one homogeneous thing. It is ancient Egypt. It was the same from the start till the end. Any differences in that time is some massive anomaly that needs to be explained through fucking aliens or lasers or something. Because no conspiracy theorists with an actual background in archaeology or Egyptology or any of this shit, they don't have the nuance to understand how the culture has changed over time. It's why there's archaeologists who, specify in certain fucking textiles from one part of the world over, a 10-year span. Because there's so much information to tell on it. Now, I don't have a problem with people talking about multiple places around the world. I mean, hell, that's kind of what I do. I haven't declared a specific part of archaeology that I have, gone for, my PhD in yet. But yet again, there's a difference between talking about multiple different archaeological sites and the research and findings from all of them, and doing this bullshit, where you talk about every part of the world as if you know more than all of the people who actually researched those parts of the world.
Look, let me get this straight. Giza, the most epic and just painstakingly difficult structure on the planet, was a tomb. Absolutely no characteristics of a tomb. A pharaoh with no visible remaining presence in Egypt, and whose body was never found.
That's exhausting. I'm not surprised it took 3 days to get to this part of filming. Wow, you know what, Philip? No, totally. The pyramid, the guy that found the guy was inches tall, and the pyramid wasn't a tomb, because I don't like that, and I now need to argue about something really dumb. Because apparently the pyramid was a power plant. Oh wait, no, never mind. On to the pyramid numbers section.
So the pyramid passes directly through this coordinate, which just so happens to be the exact measurement of the speed of light in a vacuum to 9 digits. But it's probably just a coincidence, right?
Okay, so this is a classic conspiracy argument, and I'm not going to bother going through every one of them because we'd be here all day, as if we aren't here all day enough already. Conspiracy theorists like Philip like to just list off all these numbers that like are sort of related to the pyramid. You know, the coordinates are the speed of light, something is a scale model of the Earth, all this shit. Now, these arguments are just fucking wild to me. A, it implies that the ancient Egyptians used the metric system, which I think is really funny. B, most of the things that he says aren't like spot on. Yes, the coordinate for the speed of light passes nearby to the pyramids, but it isn't like an exact match. He also kind of like shifts numbers around. Like he talks about like the weight of the pyramid without really realizing the pyramid has lost a lot of its weight over time, so it would have been much heavier when all of the stones were there.
The pyramid of Giza is estimated to weigh around this many metric. The entire mass of the Earth is that many metric, making the weight of the pyramid an almost perfect scale of the Earth's total mass coincidences. But
Really just like a mental gymnastic of trying to see how many coincidences you can find.
if you drew lines from out of the cardinal point of the pyramid and wrapped them all the way around the world, they would go through more land than any other piece of the entire world, essentially placing the pyramid at the center of landmass of the whole world. Just another coincidence, right?
I like that one because I have no idea how to predict it. But it also implies that was like a conscious decision, which definitely fucking wasn't. Because if the ancient Egyptians were like, wow, we should build a structure at the center of landmass of the whole world, because we have the entire world mapped in the Nile River Valley, they would have moved from wherever they were in the world to build the pyramid in the Nile River Valley. It's just a fucking whack idea, but sure, go on. So I really can't. Many of these do line up. Are not spot on. But even if they do line up, they know they kind of use pocket razor. They didn't know that for the center of landmass entire. But whether things line up or not, I can't really. I'm not an archaeologist. I'm not going to come to how we this. The other night, I decided to publish ourselves.
What are you trying to think?
Bullshit. A longer cut of my video, and if you want to see the long uncut getting stoned and coming up with your secrets, check it out in my second. Like an hour long. So anyway, all of that. Fast version pyramid. More than 600,000 gallons. That's something. 600,000 gallons per orbit. For that. Okay, so maybe I want maybe there's not any. But when I saw that, I mean, I see it. Now it's my time to talk about how power plant pyramid is power.
Just make
Okay. That's the Great Pyramid power plant. Better back that up. And then I'm gonna call you. Say, goddamn.
pyramids. Shall I get a little half chug? Sure.
Dude, but honestly, not really. I already covered this part. I already covered the half. No.
And I spat and were all true. Try to